I'm on here, y'all. Come on in the room. Oh, come on in the room. Yeah. What's up, Herschel? That's my baby's goddad, y'all. I'm gonna wait for a couple of y'all to join in. Trying to sign in via my laptop. And it's not working, so I'm on my phone right now. That's okay. Hey, cousin Chrissy. Can y'all hear me? Is my signal clear? Let me know. Hey, Tanika. What's up? I'm trying to sign in via my laptop. Brandon, Prophet, what's going on? Y'all bear with me. I'm trying to sign in via my laptop. India is fine. Thank you. Jasmine, what's up? Pastor Neil. Hey, Tanika. Hey, Jeff. Happy Sunday, thank you. Okay, cutie, I'm here for it. Hey, Liz. Listen, y'all, we're going to get started because everybody's already coming in. I'm talking to you guys via my phone because my I'm at my mom's house and my laptop is not letting me sign in. I think she changed the password. So I'm on my phone right now, so we'll just we'll go with the phone. Hey, Mama Kim. Hey, Yemi. How you guys doing? Miss Neely, how you doing? So listen, guys. Come on, best friends. Y'all, my best friend logged on. I must mean something to somebody. Because he don't do nobody's lives. Okay? Hey, best friend Cherie. So listen, guys. I'm on here because I'm talking about my ministry launch. It is called MinistryMom. Ryan, you know this is true. It's called MinistryMom on the Move. And it's super duper important to me because I'm a mother, but I'm in ministry. And there isn't a, hey, Sam, high school friend. There's not an avenue, there isn't a group, there isn't a place where mothers who work full-time, go to school full-time, who are also called to be ministry gifts have a place to come and learn from each other. And part of my testimony is that I've been preaching since I was 16 years old. I did my initial sermon, when I was 16 years old. So I was rather young. And hey, Jeff. Did I say hey, Jeff already? I might have. Tiffany, how you doing? I was preaching when I was 16 years old. I was still in high school, being called at a very, very young age. I got pregnant with my son while I was 21 years old, I want to say. So I was technically a pregnant preacher. And there were a lot of factors, and I'm not going to get into that here today. But I will get into it eventually. There were a lot of factors that kind of, thank you for the hearts and the likes, guys. Please share this video, like, comment, post. This is an interactive conversation. Hey, Sharon. I'm not going to get all the way into the, the ins and outs of how I got pregnant. A lot of people know some of the narrative of that story. You'll find out, eventually. We'll have a conversation about that, eventually, but the conversation that I want to have is that how is it possible to balance and gracefully participate in your gift while still being fully participating in motherhood? And that's extremely hard because when you work full time like I do and you go to school like I am, where do you find time to pray? if you're like me, waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, me and God have problems. Like, I need my full 8 hours of sleep. Like, I need to sleep the entire 8 hours. And so where do you really find time to pray? And you need all of your strength. So how do you fast? How can I call myself to a lifestyle of fasting when some of us are mothers and we're nursing, we're breastfeeding? So we need all of our nutrients, and we can't really put down our phones because our kids are going to school. So we need to have our phones around. And for some of us, we communicate with our children's fathers via email or via Facebook. Oh, thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Jamela. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, Thomas. And so how do we do that? So Ministry Mom is, it's going to be a lot about my narrative of how, I was in foster care for 9 years, and how that really shaped and formed the way that I parent rather. It's going to be about how I overcame the spirit of rejection, and how that plays into how I parent my son. It's also going to be about how I do this as a single parent, because most people don't know, but Elliot's father is not in his life at all. I think Elliot's father has seen him maybe 3 times, and he lives in another state. So, this is me by myself. So Ministry Mom, I hear a book coming. Ministry Mom on the Move is how to, okay, Leslie, come on, prophetic, let me find out. Ministry Mom is a lot about how I balance life and still fully participate in parenting my son. Because here's the thing, what we don't want to do is do what I did. When I got pregnant with my son, I stopped preaching. The old church, they believe in sitting you down. And I sat myself down because what I didn't want to do was for people to question God because of me. I didn't want to destroy my witness, if that makes any sense. And so I set myself down from preaching. And so what I don't want to happen is that there are authors, and that there are singers, and that there are musicians, and that there are, women who are anointed to do crafts that aren't working in their gift because they are overwhelmed by parenting. And so, what I'm introducing to you guys is my YouTube vlog. If you go to YouTube, type in #/HTTP. If you just go into the search bar, and you look, it's Ministry Mom on the Move. So what I'm introducing to you guys is my YouTube channel called Ministry Mom on the Move, and it's going to be basically a bunch of, thank you, Brandon, it's going to be basically a bunch of videos, and listen, the definition of the definition of a ministry mom is not just, the pregnant preacher. It's not just about me, but it's going to be about that mom who had a child before she was married and she's in a co-parenting situation. Or it's going to be about that first lady who's parenting her children while the whole church is watching, and how that works and how that dynamic looks for her. Let's just be honest. When we have children, women, we go through a lot, especially if you don't have the man in the dynamic. And so how do I not lose sight of what it is that God called me to do? Listen, can I be honest with you guys? Can I be completely honest? Never in a million years was Elliot a part of the plan. Is anybody else is that anybody else's testimony? Never in a million years did I expect to have a child before I got married. I had a plan, you guys. I had a sure enough plan. And so Elliot came, as a result of my own sin, as a result of my own, stepping out of the will of God. But I had to take a moment, and I had to sit down and kind of really consider, what really happened here. Here's the truth, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all some real stuff real quick. Most women, we know that our baby daddies ain't no good. Okay, it's not a surprise to us. We're not just figuring it out. And a lot of times we end up with that person because we are dealing with some sense of failure, or we're dealing with some sense of broken heart. And so we fall into the arms of the closest thing to us. A lot of us, our children are broken heart babies because we had a broken heart and we ran to somebody for safety. We ran to somebody for solace and ended up having a baby with them. Some of us, that's some of our testimony. And so, Ministry Mom, I got 3 points. Listen, y'all, I did write down like my notes of what I want to say today. Because I don't want to make this too long. I don't want to prolong the time. For me, it's a Sunday night. By 9 o'clock, Elliot is in bed. Okay. So we want to learn how to balance ministry, how to balance being in ministry and being a mommy. And that's extremely important, because if you don't have that balance, you won't be mentally at the capacity to parent. You just won't. I've seen so many children get little spankings and little beatings in church because the mother comes to church and she really wants that word and she wants to be free and she wants to be delivered, and the child is just being a child. And so on this vlog, we'll even have conversations about how you pack a bag for church. Because listen, y'all, we can't just do snacks no more. Like, we're in a different age of children. We can't just, it's not just like a snacking, give them some chips and they'll be quiet. How do you realistically pack a bag for your child before you go into church so that, you are not overwhelmed, while you're at church with your child? And that's going to be one of the videos. Also, some of the videos and the vlogs, it's going to be me. I'm sorry, my dog is trying to walk in the room. And my sister is on here, Reverend Beverly Tripline. Come on here, House of God. Nate Chase, hi Nate, how are you? So some of the wounds that our children deal with are as a result of how we treated them while we were in ministry, like while we were preaching, while we were doing the church thing. And so we want to avoid some of those things. We want to avoid some of those wounds. We want to avoid some of those scars so that the church isn't the thing that hurt them, because they saw it through the lens of anger through their parents. But on these vlogs, I'm going to be having, thank you, Jasmine. I'm going to be having co-hosts every other week. The co-host will give a perspective that I don't necessarily have. So I'm not married. I've never been married. So I can't give a, explanation of how to parent and be in ministry when your husband is also, a part of your ministry. And so some of my co-hosts that will come on will have those conversations, how they do that. Hopefully, if my first lady agrees, y'all pray. Hopefully my first lady agrees. I'll do a video with her and how she parented in the eyesight of other people, while her husband is the pastor, the Jason Nelson. There will be conversations. Oh, thank you, Tiffany. There will be conversations about. Oh, thank you. My mom just bought me some headphones, y'all, so I won't be too loud and I can hear y'all. So I can talk into the thing. There will be conversations about how to. Somebody gave me a frowny face. What was that? There will be conversations about. I'm sorry, guys. I lost my train of thought. There will be conversations about how to successfully find. Thank you, Kelly. Successfully find your village. And that's extremely important because you have to have a discerning heart to understand who your village is. And that's been not one of the toughest, but one of the things that I've had to come to terms with is understanding who my village is, because everybody who, when you have your baby, claims auntie and godmommy, and grandmommy and stuff, that all of those people are not your village. And so it's important also, village is, yes, Jamela, village is absolute. Jamela's going to be one of my co-hosts, y'all. Listen, Jamela has a ministry, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's called The Maze of Motherhood. She has a book out. So if y'all see Jamela Blount right in my comments, follow her. She is a member at the Tabernacle, Sister in Christ. So she's going to be one of my co-hosts because she's going to be teaching me how to organize some things in my life. And so, even if you are an auntie who takes care of your sister or your brother's child every now and then. It's important to understand how to have conversations with them if you feel like they aren't parenting properly without condescending them. Like that's super duper important. That's super duper important because, believe it or not, women respond differently when you try to correct them when it comes to their kids. And they may need you but not call you because they felt condescended by you. And so it'll even be, hey, Jaleisha. Hey, Brittany. Hey, Courtney. Thanks for tuning in, guys. So it'll even be, I'll testify in some of the vlogs about my history with, I'm trying to figure out how to say it, sexual abuse and how that affected how I love Elliot. That has a lot to do as well with, when you have your baby, dealing with postpartum and things of that nature, knowing what to pray for your children. And so these are all going to be topics that we're going to go over in the YouTube vlogs. And I'll get on Facebook and I'll do lives on Facebook. But listen, this is what I want you guys to do, because I'm not going to stay on here too long. I'm going to put these on, thank you, Beverly. I'm going to put these on my Facebook page, but I need you to go find my YouTube vlog. Now listen, in 2 weeks, my first vlog will be out. It'll just be my testimony. That just me the first time. In 2 weeks. So I need you guys to literally go follow my vlog on YouTube. It's MinistryMom on the Move, okay? Follow the Facebook page. The Facebook page is MinistryMom Moves. If you just put that into your Facebook URL or the search bar, it's literally MinistryMom Moves. So the first vlog comes out in 2 weeks. So I really need you guys to go follow the YouTube vlog page. Hey Tanya, hey Janae. You articulating the outline of the book. Okay, Mama Gamma, I get it. I want to hit on a few topics before I go, and I'm going to let you guys go and deal with the rest of your Sunday. One of the things that I'm going to do, and I'm going to announce it now, is I'm working on a scholarship. I've already written most of the scholarship with a woman who writes the scholarship, and I've already sent out most of the scholarship letters. It's called Eli's Fund, and it is a scholarship for a little boy between the ages of 5 and 13 to go to a private or Catholic or Christian school. And the reason why is that one thing that my parents afforded me was the ability to go to private school. And the public school system in Baltimore, Maryland just is not set up to help our Black boys, period. And so I'm going to be doing a drawing because I'll give away the scholarship in May of next year, but at the end of this year, I'll choose who I'm going to choose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing a drawing for a single mother with a Black son who wants to send them to a private or Catholic or Christian school. And I do have a couple schools that have already wrote letters to who are willing to accept the child. So that's the major news right there, that we're doing a scholarship, and I'm putting it in my son's name, Eli's Fund. So that's the major thing that we're doing. Also, I am, hey Nisi, thank you so much. Hey Gerald, I am also connecting with some amazing and dope people who, thanks Jasmine, you need to put yourself in the drawing for little man, okay? I'm connecting with some amazing and super dope people. Sex trafficking has always been such a heavy hitter. Can I do one for Janae? Janae, with them bundles in your hair, baby, you got the coin, okay? Hey Nisi. So I'm also campaigning and for the anti-sex trafficking movement. And what a lot of people don't know is that Baltimore actually used to be a port for sex trafficking. So they were literally trafficking girls through Baltimore at the harbor. That's what a lot of people don't know. And so, amen, boyfriend. So I'm actually also getting into that. And so what I do want to put out there is that if you have a testimony about your gift interfering with your ministry, send it to me. Send it to me in my inbox. Let's connect. Let's talk. I'm a part of, I preach at my local church, but I just started preaching again. And can I do this? Let me just thank the Bishop Jason Nelson for trusting me with his pulpit. That's major. He trusted me at an 11 o'clock service. Like, that's our main service. And I'm so ever so humble that he trusted me, with his people, like ever so humbled. I get really emotional, and I told you I'm not going to cry today because these lashes are barely hanging on. So I'm not, going to cry today, but I want to listen. If you have a story about parenting, even if you even if you are a parent with a spouse or the father in jail, let's have that conversation too. Let's have the conversation. Let's have all the conversations, because I'm kind of getting tired of like the suicide rate in Black people, period. Okay? So these are the conversations that we need to have. Thanks, Beverly. She has some information on the sex trafficking. If you have any information on sex trafficking, I'm also getting involved in some local foster homes. I'm hitting this all the way. So I'm super duper excited for this. I wanted to say one more thing before I left. The other day, when I posted am I still clear? Because I'm on my end, I'm kind of like breaking up a little bit. The other day, when everybody posted the picture that I was going live today, this woman sent me a video in my inbox, and I literally I was like, oh my God, it's weird. Like, who sends videos anymore? That's the honest truth. I was like, who sent me a video? Thanks, Jasmine. It was a woman. She has to be much younger than me. Beautiful woman. She was giving a testimony about her son, and this is one of the areas where I don't have that testimony, and so I need those people too. She was giving a testimony about her son, who was supposed to have had Down syndrome. He had cysts on his brains, tumors on, holes in his heart, I believe. And when they were delivering him, the umbilical cord was not wrapped around him 1, 2, but 3 times. And it was wrapped around his legs, his body, his arms, and his neck. And by the grace of God, he's still alive. And they said that he wouldn't make it. He's 2 years old. My phone is breaking up. Give me 1 second. Actually, I want to make sure it's not about to die. Sometimes when it's about to die, it starts to act funny. So hopefully it's not about to die. Y'all pray that it doesn't die. The conversation that we had was basically her saying that her son should have been dead. Very young girl. And I thought that she lived in another state because it said another state on her Facebook page. Come to find out, she lives 10 minutes away from me, and she's also starting a ministry called God's Crown Jewels, if I'm not mistaken. And so, listen, if you have a women's ministry or a mother's ministry or a parenting ministry and you want to connect with me, hit me up on Facebook. Listen, y'all. Anybody who knows me knows I'm not one of those preachers who is going to turn you away you're not worthy for me to give you a response. I'm not going to read your message and leave you on red. I'm not one of those preachers. I'm not one of those preachers who's afraid to get down at the altar with you and hug you if you need to be down there for a while. I'm not that preacher. So this is even huge for me because, these are the conversations that need to be had, because if we have broken mothers, then we have broken children. And my cousin Latanya says it all the time, people can only give what they have. And so let's change what we have so we can give our children exactly what they need. Listen, y'all, when after I had Elliot, I went to a church, and I'm not saying this to shade the church, because there are some members of the church on the live. This is not shade at all. I went to a church that I had preached at over and over again. I always preached at this church. And I guess I testified about Elliot, and I didn't even remember saying anything about him, but I basically got a call saying that I was not allowed to preach at the church anymore because I had my son out of wedlock. And this is for those women who have been told that they're not worthy to operate in their gift because you can see my sin. The truth of the matter is, part of the reason why I decided to keep Elliot is because he could have been HIV instead of a baby. And so what I was not going to do is kill God's version of grace for me. Because if God blesses you with a child, he's doing it intentionally. God is the only person who can give life. So this is for you, mom, who's been sitting on that book. This is for you, mom, who's been sitting on that gift. This is for you, mom, who's going through postpartum. This is for you, mom, who's depressed. This is for you, mom, who doesn't know how to love your children because you were never loved. And I had to learn how to embrace Elliot because my family will tell you I don't like to be hugged. I don't like to be touched. Like, don't touch me. I'm very hard. I can be very, very, very hard-hearted. Come on, Brittany. Trees, come on now. Yvette, I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. So these are the conversations. The church that I grew up in, you got pregnant out of wedlock. You were sitting down. You were not on the choir. And the truth of the matter is, for some of us, our gift is what makes us not die. Our gift is what makes us not quit. Our gift is what makes us not give up, because then we know that at least we're useful. And when you make somebody feel like they are no longer useful, when you make somebody feel like they are no longer useful, then they become hopeless because they feel useless. They literally become hopeless. So this is what Ministry Mom is about. So do me a favor, guys. Tell your friends. Even if you're a single dad, tell the single dads to contact. Hey, Nicole, to follow me on my Facebook page, Ministry Mom Moves. Follow me. Subscribe to my channel. There's no video up yet. There's no video up yet on the YouTube channel, but subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's Ministry Mom on the Move. Ministry Mom on the Move. And in 2 weeks, we're doing our first vlog, okay? And now listen, because I don't do a lot of YouTube. So I'm trying, this avenue is new for me. I will post the vlogs on Facebook, like just kind of post the link on the Ministry Mom page, on my Facebook page. But if you guys could really seriously subscribe and like, or subscribe to that YouTube page, it'll take this ministry to a broader audience. And I'm not saying it for me. I'm saying it for the people and the mothers and the women that need to hear this. This is even for foster mothers who I don't know why I heard that just now, but I heard that, y'all. This is for foster mothers who take in children who have emotional issues, and learning how to pray for them and cover your house and deal with them. So it's really, really important. I'm going to get out y'all way. I don't know how long I've been on here. Jocelyn, the prophetess. Okay. How you doing? I'm going to get out of here so that you guys can go deal with the rest of your day. But listen, again, follow me, Ministry Mom Moves on Facebook. So go like the page, Ministry Mom Moves on Facebook. YouTube, Ministry Mom on the Move. My name is India Jocelyn. My name is India. She gets on my nerve. Okay, Tabernites, y'all not about to hit my live up with all this the prophetess stuff. That's what y'all are not about to do. Jocelyn, I've had it. I'm gonna block you. I've had it with you. My had it has had it with Jocelyn. Okay, I've had it, Jocelyn. Y'all, these are my Tabernites. Y'all don't mind them. Okay, these are the members of the Tabernacle at Greater Bethlehem Temple. Do not mind that. Everybody who's posting, pay them no mind. Every single person who's posting, pay them no mind. LaTanya, thank you so much. And listen, my cousin LaTanya, part of what I know about children is because I took care of so many children, like growing up. I definitely had her kids. Thank you, Tifa, because I was getting off, wasn't I? I had her kids. I had everybody's kids growing up and nannying and stuff like that. I've always had a heart for children. And so part of what I know is because people trusted me with their kids. And that's super, super, super big too. And that even goes right back into the whole the ministry of understanding who your village is. You have to have discernment. And listen, if you're not churchy, you don't know anything about church, discernment basically means you have to have a conscience and a gut feeling plus some. You got to add some supernatural on it, basically. That's what discernment basically means in layman's terms. And so this is not just a mom's ministry, but it's a women's ministry. It's a ministry, period. A parenting ministry, period. How do I do this? How do I make sure that I take care of home and that my bills are paid when my church needs help? It's knowing when to, y'all, listen to me. It's knowing when to say no. It's knowing, oh my gosh, it's knowing when to say no. I have learned the art of no. When you're parenting full time, when you are married, some people who are married, when you are in school full time, and school is not cheap, vision is not cheap, ministry is not cheap, goals are not cheap. It's not cheap at all. When you are doing that full time, you need to reserve some space for you. This is my season of selfish. If it don't have nothing to do with my family, my ministry, my son, or my school, it's my season of selfish. Even for the single mamas out there who want to date and want to be in a relationship, there is something, y'all got to say no. My friend Kelly, she'll tell you, she in the season of singleness. You got to say no. You got to literally save some of yourself, especially when emotionally, physically, mentally, sexually, you've given yourself away so much. You've got to learn how to salvage some of you again. You got to learn how to salvage that thing. Because if you're angry at your children, it's not your child. It's because you're angry. And you got to get to the place of that. You got to figure out what it is that you're literally angry about. I have any witnesses in here? Okay. When I was pregnant with Elliot, I just made a decision that I wasn't going to be upset anymore. I wasn't going to be bitter with his dad. That's another thing, single moms. I'm trying to get off here, y'all, because I want to let y'all go. That's another thing that we got to get over, single mamas. Don't post about him on Facebook and try to air him out when you made a choice. It's a choice. Y'all pray for my eyebrow. Ooh. You sleeping with him was a choice. You made him the father of your child. You made him. You chose your child's father. Y'all do not see me on Facebook posting anything about Elliot's father, because as much as I don't like him, and I made him my child's father. So now, as a mother, because the Bible says that the woman sanctifies the house, as a mother, I got to go back and ask the Lord to reveal to me, even in his father, what I need to pray against. Yeah. I got to literally go back, ask God, okay, Elliot's acting this way or that way. What in his father's family do I need to go back and pray against? Like literally, Theron, Jasmine, Jade, thank you so much for joining. What I was telling them before is go follow my ministry pages. I'm doing my first vlog in 2 weeks. There's a scholarship coming out. I'm trying to run through everything that I said, because I know you guys missed it. But even when it comes to, like I said, posting on Facebook, your auntie is speaking. Even when it comes to posting on Facebook about your child's father, make sure that what you speak over your child is not to hate men because they made you upset when you made a choice, sis. It's a choice, okay, sis? It's a choice. It's a choice. I don't have much conversation about my son's father because I chose him. What he chooses to do is up to him, but I still made a choice. Deliverance is a choice. School's choice. Your financial situation, it's a choice. My page will even be about couponing and budgeting and things of that. Like women, these are things that we need to know. Like, if you have a sick child, how not to be bitter with God because your child is sick. I mean, like terminally ill, like cancer or autism, even dealing with children with autism. And let me do this real quick, because I don't have a son who has autism, but I do have family members that are autistic. If you have a child that's autistic or Down syndrome, please hit me up in my inbox, because I'm definitely going to have you on one of my vlogs about how you deal with that, and we can meet Mom with Ministry and figure out how we can, present to the people how to deal with children who are autistic rather. I'm sorry, I sound real slow just now. Allow God to show the child when they grow up. Speak positive, and God will reveal the rest when the time is right. This is true, Tifa. Like, there's no conversations because if the person is really a bad person, like, the child will figure it out. Like, I'm not going to paint the picture. I'm not going to paint the picture. The paintbrush is in their hands. I'm not giving them the colors to put on the canvas. They will create their own image based off of what the parent does or does not do. And I'm even realizing now how much Elliot pays attention to me. I'm trying to close, y'all, and y'all talking to me, so y'all making me talk back. I'm trying to close, but let me give this quick testimony. Elliot, it's not really testimony, it's just a story. Elliot, I have a huge Bible. Y'all pray that the Lord deliver me from pride, so that I wear my glasses, so I don't have to have that big leather, big print Bible. But I have a huge Bible, and it's usually in my car. You said don't close, Tifa. I know. It's usually in my car because, like, at work, my job stresses me out. At work during lunch, I usually go to my car, read some word, read some scripture. And the other day we were on the way to Elliot's school. He goes to a Hebrew day school. Again, y'all will find out why he goes to Hebrew day school and why I celebrate both Judaic and Christian holidays in all the vlogs. But he goes to a Hebrew day school, and he speaks a little Hebrew. And we were driving, and I came to a stop abruptly, and the Bible like slung to the front of the car, or the back of the car. And I was like, Elliot, what was that? Because I didn't see it fall. And he was like, Mommy, it's your church book. And I know that's not anything big, but our children are literally watching us, like, everything we do. And I don't want, when I die, when I go home to be with the Lord, I don't want Elliot's thoughts of me to be, I love her, but. That make any sense? I don't want it to be, I love her, but my entire childhood was terrible because she was so mean. Or, I love her, but I didn't get to spend much time with her because she was always at church and never spent time with me. I love her, but she was always angry. I love her, but she was so mean to my dad. I love her, but she never had time. Like, these, I don't want that to be Elliot's testimony of me. I'm his first version of how to love a woman. So these are conversations that we are going. Hey, Davanya, how you doing? Kenneth Brown, how are you? Asia, I'm trying to go back. Sass Sweets and Treats, how you doing? These are conversations that we're going to have. So if you have a story, again, I'm trying to close. My cousin told me don't close, but I want to close so you guys can go. If you have a story about your child and ministry and that's Sayandra. I probably tore her name up just now, didn't I? Sayana. Y'all pray for me. Hey, Say. I'm gonna just say, hey, Say. If you are a mother who, one, is in a co-parenting, Say, is in a co-parenting situation, send me a message. I want to co-host with you on my vlog. Okay, Jasmine, I did not know that. I didn't know that. Jasmine, please send me a message on my vlog. I'm a co-host with you about how you parent. So if you are a co-parent who, is either married or divorced, has a complex situation, never been married to, I'm at 5 minutes, Tifa. I don't know how long I've been on here. Can y'all tell how long I've been on here? What time is it? 7:42. Ooh, I've been on here for a minute, y'all. Oh my God. I gotta go. I'm sorry. Let me get to my close. If you are a parent who's a co-parent, meaning you've been divorced and you guys are co-parenting, you've never been married, you guys are co-parenting, or you've been married and you have a child by someone else and have to co-parent. Dang, I've been on here for 40 minutes. Wow. Sheesh. Okay, so that parent, if you are a parent of a child who has been sexually molested or abused, hit me up. We want to have a conversation about it. If you are if you are a parent who doesn't actually, serve on any specific auxiliary, but you and your wife are learning how to budget and still go to church and tithe, hit me up. I want to have a conversation about it. Single parents, hit me up. Single dads, hit me up. I want to have a conversation about it. First ladies, hit me up. I want to have a conversation about it. Let's have a conversation. We'll go into my YouTube vlog show, and you'll co-host with me, and we'll talk about it, and we'll promote it and put it on Facebook. And if you have a personal ministry attached to yourself while you are also, parenting, let's promote it. Hit me up. I will promote it on my page, because if you get coin, we all get coin, okay? So that's what it's about. That's what it's about. That's what Ministry Mom is about. That's what the movement is about. Again, we're doing the scholarship. We're coming against sex trafficking. We're dealing with foster parents. We're doing all of that. So follow me, Facebook, Ministry Mom Moves, YouTube, Ministry Mom on the Move. My Gmail is ministrymomonthemove@gmail.com. Okay? Follow me. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining. I'm sorry I took up so much of your time. I didn't mean to talk that long. But thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.